when I come back from night school from Harrison, the crazy way I come, I gotta go slow here, there, and everywhere until I get a good part of Haverford Road. And right ahead of me is a red light. So I pull up and stop. I knew what had happened. My magnetic clamp that holds the antenna onto the trunk lid had let go. I was going too fast. And just close it over and it plops around on the trunk lid. So no problem. I'd stop, puts it in neutral or park, gets out and just grabs the thing and plumps it down again. Goes on along. In the meantime, the guy's talking to me. So, he says, how come you didn't come right back to me? I says, I was stopped for a red light at Ardmore Avenue at Haverford. I says, and my antenna had tilted over and was clunking. I says, and I had to straighten it out, so I missed a few seconds there coming back. Oh, he says, you've been speeding again, huh? I says, yeah. I says, it's not as bad as one night. I went all the way out to night school, parked, taught, came all the way back, and when I got back, I realized that I didn't have my driver's license in my pocket. I says, if I had known it, I'd have been scared to death that a cop would stop me and ask, you know, just routine driver's license, all that goes. Oh, mother McCree. You talk about experiences with a mouse. Here's one that'll really kill you. A couple of years ago, many years ago, the stage was in very primitive condition. And they wanted to start putting on modern plays. And to put on modern plays, you need modern lighting. A lot of lighting. Capable of, you know, full on, part on, and finally off. You know, vary it anything from anything to anything. Yeah. Well, we never had a dimmer set in our light. So, through some people that I knew in the theatrical business, I got given a complete set of dimmers out of their rack, and I had to build a rack and put them in. But the electric power supply was nowhere near adequate. So I saw my electrician friends, and I got specs on it, and we bought the conduit, big 2-inch conduit, big fat stuff. And we bought double-aught cable, which is real big cable. And I thought, all right, we can do this job, no trouble. We bought the elbows and all, and we hung the conduit fine. Everything went just beautifully, except we had a run of 100 feet to try to get the cable through. Now, you can't start at one end and shove the cable through because it'll hang up. The usual way of doing it is to put a string down it, then you pull a piece of steel cable through it, and then you make what they call a head, and then you pull your 3 electric cables through. Well, we didn't know, we didn't have a fish wire that was 100 feet long. So we come up with an idea that it would be very nice to get a piece of ordinary string through that. And somebody suggested getting a live mouse and tying the string to its tail, a light string. Putting it in one end of the thing and then making noise and scare the hell out of the mouse till it went down the other end. And then grab the mouse and the string. Then put a heavier piece of rope on, and then tie the head of the cable and pull the thing through. That was fine. The thought was real good, except the mouse was wiser than we were. A kid brought me in a live mouse from home, in a cage. Real healthy looking mouse. And he tied a string to its tail, and we let it loose, and it ran like hell down the pipe. When it got halfway down, you know what it did? Went down and went to sleep. That mouse knew where it was safe. He just laid there and went to sleep.
Do all the banging and all that.
You could do anything you wanted. That mouse wouldn't move. We pulled that string back, and as soon as we got it back towards our end, the mouse would start pulling that tail again. So it got halfway down the pipe. Stopped. We had to go out and buy a 100-foot fish line and pull it through ourselves. The mouse knew more than we did. There's one for you. W3QXV.
Brother Rat. That's the name of the show, Brother Rat. Right at the top, Brother Rat.
Because the other pulls that we had were shorter pulls, and we had no trouble with them.